first things first, set the phone down, and next thing we're going to do is measure off the edges of the little box. So bring it right here, make a little mark, and now we go to, alright, so cut out both sides of the case. Now I'm going to size it up a little bit, and next for the sides. So I'm going to bring it, mark in here, and mark in there, close enough. Alright, going to line it up with this mark here on the left, and pencil it in on the right. Now let's go back to cutting. Alright, so now we have all of the 3/8 square completed. I promise this will make sense in the end. And bam, there we go. Alright, so the next thing we gotta do is cut the 1x4, and just going to mark off right about here where I want to cut it. And now to the biter saw. It's all right here. And one thing I like to do to make sure I'm as close as possible with the my cut is I'll line it up to where I think it needs to go. And once I do, I'll bring the blade down and just make sure it's right on that line. Then we'll cut. Quick, just to make sure that it is pretty close in size. Throw that down. And grab our little pieces. And bam. Sand that down a little bit. Bam. And bam. So it's just about perfect. Alrighty, next. To this side of the case. So we got the 3/8 square all laid out. Next thing we're going to do is lay down the 5/8 square. So we're going to cut the lengths the same on both sides. But since this is just a tiny bit thicker, the insides are going to be just a hair shorter. Alright, so I cut the sides. Alright. Now, I have to be a little bit more precise when I am cutting the interior pieces. Lay it down. Precise, right? That's what I said. Bam. Alright, let's see how that works. Got the two pieces. Just cut them really quick and whatnot. So now, it pretty much fits. I promise this will all make sense-ish in the end. Alright, let's go glue some stuff. So we got all our pieces laid out right here, and now we have to glue them together. So a little bit. Don't need too much. Get a dab in there, dab in there. Bam. Let that dry for about 15 minutes, but you guys probably can't really see it from that angle. Alright, so before it gets all dry, what you do is grab your 1-inch nail, and we're just going to tap it in. And I'm not going to record doing that on all 4 sides because who wants to watch a whole bunch of banging? So while that first little piece is drying, next this is the back plate of the phone. But hey, to record something, doesn't this little guy have to be exposed? So what I'm going to do is drill a hole through it. Now let's look right here. So the edge looks like it's right about there on the for the camera lens. So let's mark right about here. There's probably some awesome math way of doing this, but I'm not going to. And it looks like it's right about there. So I'm going to draw a line down here. And draw a line right there. So hopefully the hole is right in that area. I got some spacers underneath because for some reason I don't want to draw my toolbox. Alright, let's hope for the best. I'm going to step it up a little bit. I got tired of drilling, so I went out and got this, I don't even know what this bit's called. Something, pilot hole, makes a bigger hole. Pretty good stuff to have. Alright, so the little box is done gluing, and let's see, it should not let the phone pass by. There we go. And then we will glue some more. Glue the edges on, and then once that is done, get out of here. We will have our little case. So while we wait for that to dry, what I'm going to do is drill some holes for the hinge. Alright, so pre-drilled the holes real quick, and then I'm just going to screw in half a hinge. I'm going to screw it in by hand because if you ever worked with poplar, you know it is quite fragile. And yeah, the last thing you want to do after you spent all this time working on it, like another hand, last thing you want to happen is it to split in half. So let that dry up. Now make sure it fits. Yay! Alright, next going to attach the top part. Alright, so I clamped it up because, yeah, it's no fun trying to drill and hold your wood going all crazy. So drill in my little pilot holes real quick. Three. Yay! Alright, now to do the latch. So, rather annoyingly, this 2-pack only includes 2 of the latches, and I'm guessing you need some other component to lock it in place. But I want to have a completed project, so I'm not going back to Lowe's right now to get it. Alright, so fun or funny update for the little latch mechanism. Voila! I found some old coat hanger, so I'm gonna give this a try. Drilled a hole in there, and I'm going to cake that with wood glue, let it dry, and hope for the best. Alright, so we got it glued in the little hook, and voila! It locks and doesn't open. This is awesome. So now I'm gonna take the hardware off, minus the hook, because it's glued, sand it down, and get it ready for painting.